Hello all. In this short tutorial video, I will be talking about how to select objects and how to use object snaps to your best benefit. So here we go. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is we want to select I want to show you how to select objects, okay? And I'm just going to draw some lines. No real length. Just select a couple things. Okay, I'm gonna make this guy no fill. So now what we want to do is I want to select these guys, and it's really not too terrible difficult. All you need to do is, you notice when I move my mouse over an object, it changes color. So if I click there, I'm going to select it. So I click over here, and now I have these selection handles. And what I can do is I can come over here, and it'll tell me it's a rectangle. These are all of the different parameters of that rectangle. But what I can do once I've selected it is I can actually, and we'll get to this when I show you how to do rectangles, but I can move it around. I can change it. You see how I moved it, and what I did, I'm going to Control Z and go back. Now you notice if I hold my arrow over one of the blue dots, they call it handle. The cursor changes to a slash. I can move things then. If I put my cursor and it's just like a crosshairs, that means if I select it, I can drag it and move it. Okay? And I can click on the center, move that. And the same thing works for lines. I can drag it, I can grab it, now it turns into a slash, and I can edit it like that. I can move it. Text works the same way. I can grab a hold of it and move it. If I want, I can change the size of the box, and then everything changes like that. So that is how you select and sort of drag around one object. Now if I want to select multiple objects, the easiest way to do it is to just drag your cursor around it, and then you have everything selected. Okay? So then I can move. Now if I grab this and I grab one corner, watch what happens, and I'm going to resize everything. Everything gets proportionally bigger. I'm going to Control Z to go back. Yeah, I can grab one thing and I can move the whole kit and caboodle right here. Yeah, I said kit and caboodle. So that is how you select objects. I'm going to draw a circle here quick. And if you notice, when I select the circle, just like on a rectangle, see center right, top center. Same thing on a circle. Top center, center right. And you can select it and you can move it. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. So selecting objects, that's pretty important tool to use to learn. Now if you just want to select certain objects, you can select the first object, and then select the first object, and then hold down the shift key and select all the other objects that you want, and then let go, and there you have your objects selected. So if you want to, so that's how you kind of do that. It's really quite easy. Excuse me. Now what I'm going to talk about a little bit is object snaps. And object snaps is a terribly powerful thing in CAD. So let's see, and how to get to the object snaps, and usually once you get them set, you don't have to worry about them a whole lot. You come up to Window, Palettes, and Snapping. And here is and you can leave this on your drawing screen if you want. I usually make it go away once I'm done making the settings. And there's some different settings that you can look at here. The first is Snap to Grid. And that's important that is never selected. You notice that when it's white, it's not selected. When it's blue, that means the snap is selected. So we never want Snap to Grid selected. Never, 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 ever. We have Snap to Object, Snap to Angle, Snap to Intersection, Smart Points, which is really a nice thing. Snap to Distance. Now, I don't use Snap to Distance very often, so I leave it unselected. And then Smart Edge. And then we have snap to tangent. You will use that a little bit, but I usually leave that unselected. So what I'm going to do is just show you a couple examples of what these different snaps can do. I'm going to get rid of this guy. So let's say I want to draw a line, and I want to draw it right on the end of this guy, of this line right here. So I could, if I didn't have any snaps, I could zoom in and I could get it to line up just perfectly, but it wouldn't be exact. And again, remember, CAD is about exact. So I come over here and I come and it snaps on the end point, and there I can draw, and there's my line. Okay? Now I can also draw and it'll snap to the object, so it'll snap directly to the object. I'm going to come along and it's going to snap to the midpoint or the end point. The same thing holds true when I'm snapping to a box. Center right, midpoint. Now if I snap in here, it's just going to snap it. It's just going to draw any place. But if I want to go from here up to there it snaps right to that. Same thing with a circle. If I want to draw another circle from the top of the circle to this one and make a snowman, there it's snapped. It's exactly snapped. Okay, so let's. I'm going to show you a couple other things here. What are quite helpful. Let's say I want to draw a line that's sort of like exactly even with this one on the bottom up to that center point. Well, you can with a tool. It's called Smart Edges and Smart Points. So I'm going to come over here and you see how it adds, as soon as it adds a red box, I can move it over here, and now it's aligned anywhere in this plane it's aligned. Now it's going to remember that, excuse me, I'm going to move up to the center point there, and I'm going to bring it down, and as soon as I get to where those two, look at that right there, bang, there's our point, and it snaps right there. That's really an amazing thing that Vectorworks lets you do. Let's say I want to make this make a line from the center point over to about here and up to the center right there. The same thing holds true with a circle. If I want to draw a circle right here, and it's exactly even with that point. So object snaps are really, that's the key to helping you get amazingly accurate drawings. Now, for our class, there should be in eCompanion, there should be a little PDF called Setting Up Vectorworks. If you follow that PDF and those instructions, your snaps will be set up just like mine, and you should be good to go. So take a look at that if you haven't already. Thanks a lot, and happy drafting.